Hi guys, I'm just getting myself set up here. How you going? I know it's been probably like a week, maybe a bit more than a week since I was last on here, and last time I was doing a music stream, so that's a bit different to today. I am sitting at my usual setup because, well, the mic's here and it's easy. But I won't be playing music today. I just really wanted to jump on here and have a bit of a chat. Hopefully some of you will end up joining me so that we can sort of discuss a little bit, because I find that this YouTube community of mine, there's a lot of us buskers in it, and so it's good to be able to talk to fellow buskers and see like where other people's heads are at in relation to this in particular. So I am currently the audio stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. I'm using a different setup today because my usual restream has some like error message on it saying there's something happening with YouTube's API, and so from what I can gather, I can't use my restream currently to come on YouTube, and this is where I want to stream to. So I'm actually trying out YouTube's like live streaming studio on my computer. So I'm hoping that everything is coming through all right as usual, but please let me know if there's any problems happening, and I can hopefully look into them and perhaps solve them. But yeah, so here in Australia at the moment, we are basically at the start of this pandemic. We've only just hit over 300 people across the whole of Australia, and in my state in particular, there were 30 confirmed cases this morning. So I've obviously around the world, the different countries are in different stages of this virus coming in, and so it's going to very much vary depending on whereabouts you are as to what your answer for this question is, which the main question I'm thinking about is just, should we keep busking? Now, a lot of the advice is to stay alert but not anxious, and practice social distancing, but keep working. And not everyone has the freedom to work from home, and a lot of people in the performing arts industry are going to find it very difficult to just stop altogether, because bills don't stop. And I know myself, I haven't been busking in quite a while, so I am coming from a point of view of I actually do need to go busking at the moment and earn a bit more money. So if everything was normal, I would be pushing myself to go out, but we've got this new layer of, well, should I? And I am quite cautious when I go out. I don't want to get sick when there's just normal, the normal illnesses that were around before this. When I get sick, I often will lose my voice, or my voice will suffer, and I can end up not being where I was with my musical ability for quite a while before I can go back and start doing more busking, doing more gigs again. And so, I think of it in that way. I'm like, if I get sick, I could not be able to work potentially for a month. So, I'm avoiding that normally. So I always carry hand sanitizer, and all I really been doing is just being more aware of not touching my face, and clean down your phone, and make sure your hands are clean and all of that. So hopefully I can stay away from it. If I was to catch it, I am healthy and I'm about to turn 30. So the statistics are that, you know, I probably would get sick and get better, and that would be okay. But I know people that may not be the case. And there's so many people out there that may not be the case. And I would hate to think that I was taking part in, them getting it and possibly not recovering. So I guess it's hard because there's no like confirmation. What's the word I'm thinking of? Like, you can't know for sure whether you may catch it and you may spread it. You can't know. So there is risk associated with going out now, more so than there was before. But in the same breath, busking is a lot of people's job. And how do you just stop that? Is there a way that we can keep busking safely? Is there a certain stage it gets to where you have to go, okay, well, now I stop? Or do we all just stop right now? I can't see that anyone's joined yet, so I am hoping this is working. I think it is. Let me have a look on here. I'm going to check my phone quickly. Do that. I mean, I think it looks like it's working. It is working, but the live chat window is not working on my computer. Right, okay. There we go, me touching my face, but I'm in my house, I cleaned my hands, so it should be alright, right? I wonder why it's not working on here. But anyway, hi Joe, and hi Betty. Thank you for the confirmations there that you can see me. I'm gonna have to keep the phone down here and just watch it a little bit. So I don't know, I really could use the money if I go out. But then part of me goes, what will it even be like out there now? Will people get close enough to donate money? Will they donate money? Will they even have cash on them anymore? I mean, before all this, we were getting to the point where cash was carried a lot less, but could this be the tipping point where we all really, really move away from cash? So I don't know. And then you go it could be that welcome reprieve for people. And we are through the media, through the news and everything, we are getting told a lot of information that's making us very aware of our actions. And so hopefully, if you do go out busking, people are they keep their distance and they can enjoy from a distance. But I guess also you want to make sure that when you're going out there, because you are putting yourself at risk, when you're putting yourself at risk, that you're getting money for it. Otherwise, what's the point in being out there and putting yourself at risk? So it's really hard to know at the moment. I just know that I am going in to the city on Thursday. At this stage anyway, today's Tuesday, 2 days from now, everything keeps changing all the time. And this could be just irrelevant, the whole conversation in a couple of days. I don't know, but this is where my head's at right now. So we've just had the Fringe here in Adelaide, And so the Fringe Festival brings in a lot of people from all over the world. And who knows what the actual number of people that are infected with COVID-19 in South Australia, in Australia, in the world really is, because, there can be that time before symptoms show and stuff like that. So as much as at the moment it's showing that there's 30 confirmed cases, who knows what the real figure is. And anyway, Fringe has just been, and for the last 4 years, my busking friends and I have got together after Fringe has ended, and we survived the Adelaide Fringe buskers picnic, because it brings in so many people, but it brings in so many more buskers. And so it's always like chock-a-block in the mall during the daytime. And so it started off that, back the first year, I was still doing a little bit of daytime busking. So I was really finding it difficult. There's a lot more wait times and all of that, and a lot more competition. So that's where the buskers picnic came from. And so this year would be the 5th time that we've done it. And we organised it, I think, a couple of weeks ago maybe. And things have changed a lot since then. So I think about a week ago we just put up a post saying, since we've got this whole COVID-19 thing happening, maybe we won't share food. Maybe we won't have a picnic spread and just all share. Perhaps we'll just all bring our own lunches. Let me just check what we're up to. No, I didn't perform at Fringe. And I didn't busk during the Fringe. This is the first year I've not busked once during the Fringe. And so that's kind of sad. I was going to try last Thursday, but I was trying to get myself organised, and it just ended up being I was going to go in with the lunch rush, and that's not going to be great. As I said, it's just there's so many buskers, and I wasn't dressed up fancy. I was just casual, looking nice, but no wig, no big dress or anything to draw any attention. I felt like I would just sort of be flailing in amongst all the really vibrant acts that have come in for the Fringe. So I didn't end up going on the Thursday, and then it ended on Sunday. What day are we? We're Tuesday, so 2 days ago it ended. And I actually only went to one event type thing that was put on by the Fringe. It was a Harry Potter themed escape room. I mentioned it in my last stream, I think. But anyway, so this buskers picnic is scheduled for Thursday lunchtime. And I really enjoy catching up with all my fellow buskers and just having a conversation. And I'm hoping that we can still go ahead, because there's, only meant to be less than 10 of us. We're outside, and we're going to be eating our own food, and we'll all be aware to sort of keep our distance a little bit. One of my friends joked about bringing walkie-talkies. So we'll all sit on opposite sides of the park and just walkie-talkie. But no, I think we'll be okay. And so because of that, I've booked parking to go in a bit earlier. And I was thinking about doing a busking set, perhaps my last busking set for who knows how many months. I mean, it's not that big a deal because I haven't been doing it, but I have had changes happening with my work, which has meant that there's, who knows about finances and everything, and it would just be easier for me if I knew I had a little bit stored away. Because a lot of us buskers, a lot of musicians, entertainers, we live week to week, gig to gig, busking spot to busking spot. And I am quite lucky in that I have my other job, but as I said, changes. So it's just a very uncertain time, and I don't know about you guys, but it has been hard to not get sad about things. You know, like before this all started coming to the forefront, like if we go back to, you know, mid to late last year, there were still the possibilities of just being able to go and do whatever. Like I really loved going on that camping trip, and now it's like, maybe you shouldn't travel. Like my 30th birthday's coming up. There was the thought of perhaps going like overseas to say New Zealand or England or Japan, and now it's like, maybe you shouldn't travel. Just stay right where you are in your four walls. And I understand the importance of this social distancing. And so part of me is like totally on board, like, yes, I'll quarantine myself and not leave the house and stop this all happening. The other part of me is like, can you afford to do that? Or do you have like a little bit more of a window right now to like just build up a little bit more of a reserve for this upcoming period? I mean, I think if I go busking, I will drive in, so that's my car. Then in the car park, whatever buttons I press, like whatever I can use my elbows for, and then if I have to use my hands to sanitize them after I've used them, I'll be pushing my gear. I'm not sitting on anything that's in the mall. It's like my seat. And hopefully people keep a distance. Like I won't be hugging anyone or all of that. And in a way, busking can be quite lonely. So I guess that's a pro when it comes to COVID-19. You can just sit there and, I think there's like possibly that safe way to still busk. It's just whether that one person that happens to have it gets caught in a sneeze or something right next to you as they're walking past, and it's too quick for them to reach their hand up or sneeze into their elbow or something like that. I guess that's sort of the worry. Now, when it comes to cash, we're gonna have to be a lot more careful, because we already know that cash is dirty and covered in germs, but now the germs going about can kill the elderly and people that are brain is, come on, immune compromised. Is that immunocompromised, that one? And obviously the flu could do that before, and so I guess we all should have been a bit more aware. But yeah, I feel like in terms of if I actually get it, like I can't go near my parents, and it's sort of scary to only have that, I don't know if I'm using this the right way, but like 1 degree of separation. Like, so if I get it and accidentally give it to mum, and then mum accidentally gives it to dad, and it's just a scary thing. So I don't know, like, what are your thoughts? What are you doing at the moment? Are you still going out and busking? Do you still have gigs if you do gigs? I actually don't have any booked in, so I haven't had the cancellations that I've seen a lot of people in the entertainment industry have been having. But I also, often with my gigs, I get them in like a week or two leading up to the date. Well, I can expect that that's not going to happen for a while people sort of pull back their events that they're having. There won't be the need to have a musician come over. In terms of being at home, obviously I am a bit luckier as I do have this live streaming set up, and so I can still keep in contact, and it won't make like too much of a difference to my everyday life. But yeah, it's just a shame, you know, Fringe is over, so we could like have them all back again, and it's just I want to be wise from a bunch of like views. If I could say afford to just lock myself away, then I probably wouldn't be questioning it so much. But a lot of us are going to be in that position. If this is what you go out and do, then what happens when you can't go out and do it? Let me have a look at comments. Oh, Betty says, not good here. All our March gigs are cancelled and not certain for April. Busking, no, the city is closed down. Oof. Like I have seen that the United States is a lot more stages in front of us currently. Yeah, I hope all goes back to normal sooner than later as well, Betty. Like, I think, yeah, there is a lot of anxiety going around. I think a lot of that is not having like an end date on this. You know, how long are we going to have to survive if we can't do the certain things that we're used to doing? And I'm hoping it doesn't get too lonely, because I love doing social things. Now, I have to say I didn't do them that often, but it was nice to leave the house, and something I often do. By the way, I have my cat on the other screen. I'm sure you've noticed. I just thought we'd have a little bit of cuteness and lightness to this stream. What have we got? Thanks, Hayden. I think if I got it, I'd end up okay, but I'd be really scared for my parents. So I'm hoping that I can avoid getting it and lower the risk that they get it. And, you know, same to everyone on here, like, I hope you can stay away from the disease. Yeah, it's just, I don't even know. I think keeping our hopes up is going to be something that we'll all have to work on. Hoping that a cure can be found and produced and administered, and that, you know, all these precautions that are coming into place will help lower the numbers. And we got another comment, sorry. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought I would put. A cat that was no longer she's asleep. She's fine. Hey Devon, I replied to your comment the other day. I hope you got it, just with my video about my live streaming setup. And Hayden, I've been living independently on my own for 2 years and 3 months. So far I only go out every Monday and Wednesday, but I'm at home every other day. Well, hopefully, you know, I don't know, hopefully you stay safe. because even if you don't transmit something to loved ones, you could still accidentally transmit it to other people's loved ones, and that's the scary part. And I guess as well, just like not when you don't have symptoms, that would be pretty scary to not realize that you're around spreading it. Sorry, my voice is just a little bit hoarse today. I didn't get that much sleep last night. Not because I was up worrying, just that I was up and watching some videos and then fell asleep. I had to wake up to an alarm so I could get my car out for a service today. Give me 2 secs. So there's definitely going to be like a struggle felt throughout the entertainment industry. And as yet, like, I know the Australian government has put something together where small businesses will get a little bit of a bonusy type payout thing. But I'm feeling like possibly that won't extend to people in the entertainment industry, and even if it did, I highly doubt that would end up extending to buskers, because our incomes are very variable, and as much as it is actually a job, we are providing a service to the public and they pay us for that service. It probably won't be something that would be ever covered, so we're going to have to, look after ourselves if we can. I know someone on the Adelaide Street Performers group, they commented on a post saying that they'll still be busking during the zombie apocalypse. I mean, that imagery does have me laughing a little bit, but in the same breath, I think that goes to show like how important busking can be and how necessary. So yeah, I don't know whether it's like early enough here that I could still go busking a little bit and then, pull myself back to just being self-quarantined at home. I feel like maybe I do the Thursday. Like, I guess it's a different thing when you decide that you're not going to do something, and when it gets taken, like the option gets taken away from you. So yeah, it's just this very odd time. I'm just going to have a quick look at something. Okay. Chris says, I could busk, but no one will be there to listen and donate. All my other pet care clients have cancelled. Not sure what I'm going to do now here in California, Central Coast. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, if you show up, will there still be anyone there to listen and to pay you? So I did see, if any of you know Charlotte Campbell over in the UK, I watch her YouTube channel. She's awesome. She is very much like a devoted busker over there. And if you can look her up, because I'm sure you'll be interested in seeing her videos. But I know she's had some Facebook stories lately showing that it's not like it used to be. There's a lot less people. So I don't know when that's sort of going to set in Adelaide. I haven't actually been there. I went like a week and a half ago for that escape room, but I didn't go to the main mall of Adelaide. So the main mall, I don't think I've been there for like a few months, and it would just be interesting when I go in on Thursday to see whether there's still a lot of people around or whether there's a noticeable difference. Okay, you think all the panic and economic downturn is going to be is doing more damage than the virus itself, going to be slow, and all the restaurants closed. Some of your family in the tourism business, that's getting hit hard too. There is a lot of panic going on. Australia has also been hit with the whole everyone buying toilet paper and rice and flour and hand sanitizer and soap and all of that. I have gone out and stocked up a bit more than I usually do, in the way of usually I have enough for like a week of food, and I'm like, well, if I catch this or have to just be self-quarantined, I only have a week's worth, so I should really have like a couple of weeks worth at least, because it's not just me here either. It's my 4 cats and my 1 dog, so I've got quite a brood that relies on me to feed them. So I was making sure that I had enough cat food and dog food as well. But I'm not stressed about toilet paper. Oh, hi Abby. So yeah, the economic downturn thing, I mean, we don't know how long this is going to last and how long we're going to feel the effects of it either. Betty, might go busking asked for toilet paper as tips. For some reason, folks are hoarding it like crazy. So yeah, it's happening over there in America as well. It is just, I don't know. I guess people think that we're going to be stuck for months and months. Hopefully that's not the case. But yeah, who knows? I mean, this whole flattening the curve thing, I guess as long as the virus doesn't, is evolve the right word? But like change so that it can infect people that have already been infected with the initial version, then hopefully there's like a timeline on it running its course. That's what I'm going for. And like, I do understand that, it can just be like a mild sort of cold flu for specific people, but it is the portion of the population that it wouldn't be that I am worried about. So I'm trying to stay sort of in the middle ground, like not getting too stressed about it, but also like being smart about it. And I think there are still people that are very much like, it's just all panic and all fear-mongering. I think it's something to just be a bit aware of, and if we've got to change our lives a bit for a while, then yeah, we do it. But hopefully we can do it as a community, and it's not a very like lonesome sort of thing where we're all left to fend for ourselves. Well, I've just been chatting for like 35 minutes. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. But I guess we all just keep watching how things progress. And you use our judgment. I mean, the choice at some stage could be taken. And if it comes to that, then it comes to that. I think we've just got to be all really cautious. Well, I hope, regardless of whether you're going busking or not at the moment, you all keep safe, keep healthy, and keep happy if you can. Keep trying to spread joy if you can. I'm hoping I can still do music streams. If you're wondering how I'm here and actually talking at the moment, it's because Zoe's at daycare at the moment, so she's not here. So I don't have to stress about her. She's off having fun. And as I said, my car's gone in to get serviced, so I am just sort of waiting around for that. How about I end this stream here and come back on and we just have some light-hearted music for a little bit, because I think I could use that. I could use a pick-me-up. Music's always been a very good pick-me-up for me. And but I thank you for letting me just get my thoughts out, because I think just having them run around in my head has not, like, with no way to get out, with speaking to people who stay in the same boat as me, that's not been great. Okay, so what time is it here? It is currently 11:18 a.m. Yeah, Zoe's daycare is still open, and I had to drive my car to the mechanic, and so I just took her in and then took her food in, and they'd taken her off. And I didn't stop and actually look in the viewing room. And as I drove away, I was feeling this big, like, pang of, like, regret. I was like, I should have looked in the room. I should have seen whether there was any other dogs there with her and that she was okay. I should have checked, and I didn't check, and now I'm driving and I can't turn around. And I had this feeling it was maybe similar to how you could feel dropping your child at school and not being able to see how they are. They've just gone. So, but I'm all right. I'm sure she's okay, but I did notice there were less people dropping off their dogs when I got there. So there was someone pulling out the car park, and then I was the only one that came in. So I think, yes, there's been a bit of a change already, but it is still open. They have got, like, more hand sanitizer stuff happening, and they're asking people to not spend too long in that viewing room if there's, like, a lot of people in there or anything. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Betty. I'll just go pat her so you guys can see she's alive, she's fine. See, she's all good. Okay. Let me just see. Ethan, are you going to be busking? You're still going, but on a reduced rate. What's my opinion? Oops, sorry, there's a fly in here. Well, yeah, I think I'm going to go on Thursday morning. I guess I'll park and I'll see what's actually happening in the city. Like, if there's no one there, then there's no point. But yeah, I'm going to see. Beyond that, I think I might not. But yeah, I haven't done it in a long time, and I was hoping to in Fringe, and now Fringe is gone, and now we're dealing with this. So yeah, I mean, as I said, I hope you'll stay safe regardless of whether you're going out there or not going out there. I think everyone's going to be really aware, and hopefully we're not putting ourselves at too much risk by going out into, like, the outdoors and busking with our own equipment. Just don't let anyone touch your equipment when you, like, are getting your cash. wash your hands straight after, or hand sanitize, or wear gloves, don't touch your face, that sort of thing. But yeah, I guess we have to keep surviving, and if busking is your way of surviving, then you probably don't have much choice in the matter. If you just enjoy doing it, maybe rethink whether you do it now. But I think it's all very much a personal decision, like how much you think that this is going to be risky or not. That's a great sentiment there, Hayden. Try not to worry about things, just try to help people as best as you can. I think that's really important, to make sure you're not just focusing on you, that you're focusing on everyone as a community. And hopefully we can all stay safe. So I'm going to come back on here with some music just for a short stream. So if you want to join me for that one, I hopefully will be on within the next 10 minutes. Otherwise, I will see you soon sometime. I'm not sure exactly when. Although if I go busking on Thursday, I'll bring my camera and you can see what Adelaide is looking like in 360. That would be my plan if I go busking. So Thursday morning, probably like similarly timed. So maybe this time, maybe a couple of hours earlier. So whatever that works out to in your time zone. Is that the one? But yeah. Okay. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully see you in the next one. Oh, there we go. There's the end stream button. I'm in like a YouTube studio version I've not used before, so yeah, and that's why I'm not seeing chat on here. I'm having to look on my phone. Who knows why? You know, usual things. Okay, see you later.